In order to use GIS, you need spatial data, and most states have a repository of the commonly used spatial data. The government agencies themselves need the data, and they usually make that available. There's also data available nationally through U.S. federal government websites. Now, I live here in Minnesota, so I know this Minnesota DNR data deli, and I've done a web search on it. And it reveals there are various links, and I can go directly to this interactive data download. That lets me access data using a nifty web tool, a map tool. So I select data layers here from a set of categories on the right, and then I can zoom in and select geographies that I want those data for. So here I am going to zoom in on northern Washington County to grab some data for Marine on St. Croix, and I've highlighted here the National Wetlands Inventory polygon data. So if I activate then my selection tool and I left click and drag, it lists the number of tiles found, and I can download the data then for Marine on St. Croix. Now I have to enter my address here, my email address. See, I've done this before, and then once I do that I can get the data. Often there's a license agreement, and this is a small data set, so I'm shown an FTP link from which I can download the data directly. Sometimes it uses your email address. If it's a large data set, it has to queue up or process, and will tell you it'll send you a link once it's done processing. Now if I left click on this, in this case it automatically goes to my download site, and it downloads pretty quickly. Now I can open that downloads folder, and it shows where my data have been downloaded. I've done multiple data sets here, and I can look at those and make sure that I've gotten what I want. Now you notice there's quite a directory structure that they create here. Each system will be a little bit different. They give you an index and metadata, and then the actual data folder. I know from experience that's where they are. I had to flotch around to find them. And then within another subfolder there are the actual shape files that contain the data. Now a shapefile has a .shp that has the lion's share of the data, but it needs all these pieces, or most of them, a dbf for attribute data and other things. Anyway, with these data or other data, then I can go about learning how to use QGIS, which will be the focus of future posts.